that, though.
Cheers to Garden City.
Cheers to Garden
Cheers
City.
to Garden City.
Give a quick welcome to the Hood. Max and Louise. Today is their grand opening. They're on the corner of 35th and Clay. So Jason and his team are phenomenal, and we are extremely excited to celebrate them in the neighborhood. So if you're hungry and you want brunch or lunch this week, that's a wonderful spot. Celebrate small businesses, and please check them out and have a good time at that venue.
Is that you?
No.
Oh, okay. Like, no one told me. You know?
Awkward. No, that's
Don't say that,
that's Jason from Lemon Tree.
Okay.
So yes, I went for their pre-opening with Hannah.
Yeah.
So it was very good.
So they have, looks like they're lining up for a good brunch menu, good lunch menu. They're closed for dinner, which again, I think it's the first, I don't want to say breakfast house, but I'm pretty excited about it. I'm a huge breakfast lover. So pretty excited about that. They had some really unique.
Well, it's definitely the first
coffees.
Breakfast-oriented place on this end of town.
Totally.
We had the Huck House brunchette
Yep.
that had opened on the other end of town,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't do well. I don't think.
Oh, it's bummer.
I actually seemed to do well because every time I went over there, it was very busy.
Mhm.
But for whatever reason, they closed. Maybe rents are too high, or maybe they couldn't re-up their lease. You never know what.
Yeah. Will Jason at Max and Louise have mimosas? Do you know? I believe so.
I believe so.
Cool.
I think that's why they were taking some time to open.
Yeah.
Is because when we went for the pre-opening, they didn't have a alcohol license yet. But the beer and wine permit is an application and just time.
Sure.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna have at least champagne.
Yeah, that's cool.
My recommendation would be bottomless mimosas.
Bottomless mimosas. Oh my god.
Once you do that, then it's good.
It's like a cruise.
So Max and Louise, if you are listening, can't wait for you to have bottomless.
Yes.
And then we are going right into telling businesses how to operate. I'm sure they're gonna love that.
We're gonna love that. Speaking of
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading a lot of different things about how people are consuming less alcohol.
I think it makes sense, especially going into the new year, because January is, okay, this year I'm going to be sober, or I'm going to drink once a month or something, you know, and so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Well, I've heard not only are people drinking less, but people are smoking less. People are doing a lot of the bad things less. No, I think it's because they're in their mom's basement playing video games.
Oh my god, no, I think it's a bad media, you know, make America healthy again, the Maha moms. It's a total thing taking over, especially TikTok, and so I think to be cool is to be healthy now, which is good. That's good. Yeah. You know?
Well, but I think it's a long-term trend. I think drinking and smoking and those things have actually been slowly going down over a long period, not just any fad.
Yeah.
You know, I just saw a Reddit post last night, and it was like, hey, I'm on like 8th Street, or where the pretty street downtown is, 8th Street and something, and this is the drinking district, or from Boise, like, where is everybody?
Yeah.
You know, and comment section was like, well, it's cold outside. So, you know,
it's cold.
Well, and the beginning cold is the worst because we've had some crazy nice weather, so everybody's been out. So really what's kind of happened, I think, is you probably had a lot more drinking than normal at this time. And people are like, well, as soon as it gets cold, I'm not going to go out because then I can take a break from it.
Yeah. And then also the economy. Like, it's so much cheaper to drink at home. It's so much cheaper to drink at home. You know?
So much. To do everything, when I want to sort of celebrate on the weekends and go out, it's just going to Whole Foods and getting all the groceries that we love, and then just staying in all weekend and eating, lounging at the house.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, oh, let's go out, let's go buy whatever we want at the grocery store, come home and lounge.
Totally.
Our advertisers should probably be all the happy hour places.
Yeah.
Because there are some places that it's just as cheap to drink going out at happy hour.
Jones
happy hour.
all the
You gotta
happy
let me
hour.
know.
He at one point had a list of different happy hour places, and so we.
Oh, I still have that list.
Yeah.
I didn't lose
so, like,
it.
I'm picturing this overlay right now as we're editing. You know, here's Jones's list. You know,
Yeah. All the best happy hours.
But it's not just cheap because they have to also be good.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
Like Koa.
What's your
and
favorite
Barbacoa.
happy hour?
Well, Barbacoa is by far the best because it's 2 for 1. You're half off basically.
EastEnders in general, let's just say, they are very proud of their mini bar setup. That's one thing that everybody has is a great mini bar. So if you get invited over, it's really a what are you drinking?
Yeah.
You know, so it's they really display their mini bar as well.
Yeah.
It's fun. That's why we were founded.
Really?
Yeah, so we were incorporated for gambling and life celebrations, I like to say.
Live celebrations.
Life
celebrations.
Since
Mostly gambling, though. Let's be real. It wasn't alcohol. It was gambling.
Well, sure.
Alcohol goes with gambling, but it wasn't because Boise restricted alcohol.
Sure.
It was because Boise restricted gambling.
And then so we picked up the gambling. Even when Boise restricted indoor smoking, we said, nope, we're going to allow it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So there was a long period of time that you could smoke in the Garden City bars.
I think, and I want to say, I think the Boulevard, you could still smoke until they just closed. I think they had smoking. I've only been over there a few times, but I think when I was there, people were smoking.
Interesting.
Whether that was legal or not, we're ratting them out now. Nobody's going to shut them down now. It's too late.
Boulevard is on Chinden. They're the oldest bar, and they are actually they're closed officially. Oldest bar, and they're the oldest Garden City commercial business building. So the oldest Garden City commercial building is Boulevard.
See, maybe they didn't have smoking. Maybe they stopped it because when we were there, they had food. But man, it was, whether people were smoking or not, it was very dingy.
Smoking.
No, I mean, even if it's hard to know whether people were smoking in there because now I don't remember specifically, but it's possible people were smoking in there.
Yeah.
So other than knowing happy hours, I think Koa, which is, you're right.
Yeah, Barbacoa, Koa de Hema, and Koa Del Mar. Those all have 2-for-1 happy hours from 4 to 6, Monday through Friday.
He's like a spokesperson
for Koa.
For the Koa label.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite because their drinks are actually good.
Koa, you should send him a gift card.
Yes.
And he could give you promotions for life.
Yeah.
I love the octopus at Barbacoa as an appetizer.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm curious to see what other seafoods they have at.
Oh, yeah. The Koa Del Mar has a lot more seafood.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How's their menu?
Really good.
Oh, good.
Really good. And they have the drink menus at all of them are actually different.
Oh, interesting.
Because the Koa de Hema downtown, that's where I always get a painkiller.
What?
But when I'm at the Barbacoa, I always get the
meal.
No, I get the I'm Your Huckleberry.
Oh, okay. What do you get it?
The last time I was at Koa Del Mar, Thursday. Now that we're talking about it, 2 days ago, I got the Helios, which was some sort of it was very similar to the I'm Your Huckleberry, but it used a blood orange instead.
Fine. Yeah. Do they have the 2-for-1 drink specials also?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
From 4 to 6. So we went over there just for happy hour, and then we also tried that new cartel-themed bar.
Cartel-themed bar.
Right. If anybody hasn't heard of it,
haven't.
They have a room called the Cartel Room.
Oh.
Because when I said it, I was like, well, maybe I'm like sort of like saying this out of my ass. Okay. And people are like, that guy's racist.
Okay.
But
it's the cartel.
When we walked in, the girl goes, oh, and this is the Cartel Room. You can rent it for private parties. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cartel themed.
Is it cartel money? Do we know?
We don't think so. It's the guy, it's funny. I've met the owner before. I had forgotten that I met him until he showed up at our table while we were there. Okay. But what other restaurant does he own? I met him at another restaurant that he owns. So he has a few restaurants that are not cartel themed already in play. And we would look at our people and they would look it up real quick and go.
I actually got in the car.
They would tell us what it was.
Like a month ago. And I said, so what was your strangest rider experience? Like, I met a guy who was legit with the cartel. And I was like, in Garden City, Idaho. He's like, yeah, he got back in my car and he was dressed really nice. Beautiful accent. And he tipped me like an extra $100, not say anything. I dropped him off somewhere. And I was like, are you like messing with me? Are you serious right now?
Yeah, everybody can agree and everybody can find common ground, in my opinion, with food. I think when you break bread, you can find things that you agree and disagree on. Mm-hmm. Food is the binder of life. It's the thing that can and the hate of development.
Yeah.
Everybody can agree they hate a developer, and everybody can agree they love some good food.
Right, and then I think we should be clarify that it's a bad development. Because I used to think I hated development. I don't hate development. I just want it to make sense,
But every development in your neighborhood is bad.
Yeah, we all will.
That's true.
It's going to be a really interesting year because I think we're all just really frustrated with growth, and we all have our points now that we can start understanding the things we like and the things we don't like. Very similar to food. Now our palates are a little bit more refined, and we're like, we don't want that type, and we don't want this, and we want good streets, and we want good infrastructure. And we don't feel that. I think everybody is starting to get to the opinion we don't need to grow and grow and grow until we sacrifice our quality of life.
Right.
And that's
Well, I think the interesting thing to me is that like people in Boise in 1970 would agree that your house shouldn't have been built, right? And that like 50,000 extra people are here that shouldn't be here, or and if it was 1970, it might be 100,000 extra people shouldn't be here.
It's true.
And so I think the real challenge, or at least what I mentally perceive as maybe the way that it should work, is that at some point there's like the maximum number of people that will be happy and will say, this is great. And you still may get mad because you were here in 1970, but as more people move in, we might have still more people happy with less people mad. But there does come a turning point where more people aren't happy about the situation, even as you add people. Like you can add another 50,000 people, and now you just have, even those 50,000 aren't happy with it.
Right, and I think a lot of it comes down to like, what other issues are you unhappy with your quality of life that good development can address? No one likes the cost of living. Garden City is incredibly expensive. I can probably won't be able to afford to buy a home or build a home for their 5 years if I start saving now. But in order for housing prices to come down, we need more housing, And so I think the housing that goes up needs to make sense for the neighborhoods as well. Mixed use, is that what you called it?
Mixed use. I mean, but it can be a little obnoxious. Again, we're here across from Ocean Court. It's people everywhere, and I enjoy it and I get used to it. But I think if you're not used to this neighborhood, it can be chaotic. Yeah. And so it is tricky, and that's a lot of our work is finding the balance as to what can people live with. And this year for me is not just what can they live with. How can we get more people excited about neighborhoods? Yeah. And if that means evaluating growth, then I think we have to do that. And just grow at an appropriate time and size. I don't think there's
in a creative way too, because there are some beautiful neighborhoods in Garden City. Like the waterfront district is stunning. The way they've done the townhomes over there on the river, I think it's beautiful. And of course, you have more traditional neighborhoods like Riverside region. It's gorgeous too.
Yeah.
So
it is, and it's just again one of our reasons for having the podcast is we just want to have those conversations. We want to understand some of the pain points of people. And we want to share these conversations. We want to share these stories. We want to better understand our community.
Yeah. And then help the community achieve the differences they want. One of the big reasons that Star ran, she lives over here, was sidewalks.
Yeah.
She's like, where are the sidewalks? I'm like, that's a really great point. I'm hardly ever.
As we watch people just walk in the street.
They're just walking in the street,
right.
And they're fine for now. But, as population increases, we have more cars on 34th Street and it won't be safe,
I know, and that's my big want and my big why is to get sidewalks in the neighborhood. I think if we had 3 streets that we had these beautiful sidewalks, it would dramatically clean up the neighborhood. It would allow people to be able to explore the neighborhood a lot more open. It would have small businesses that can come down and they can visualize a lot. Yeah. And it's already, ready to go, so to speak. It's just every single sidewalk set we've had in the neighborhood has been different. There's a lot of frustration with why can't we just have something so basic in this neighborhood?
That's a great follow-up question, because I think for a lot of people who aren't involved in the city are like, well, why can't you just put in a sidewalk all on 34th Street? How hard is that? So tell us, why can't City Hall be like sidewalk now?
Yeah.
Why can't they?
And that's
I can tell you why.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother episode. And that's, what are we going to say? And that's a check, please. Yeah.
Now, give us like a high level overview, like drama aside, what do you think is a simple answer for the average listener to understand why they can't just have sidewalks tomorrow?
I would say the city would say, first of all,
Well,
here's
I know what the city would
would say. It's not just our fault. We don't even own the land. It's the fault of ACHD.
Mm.
So I think there's a little bit of let's pass the buck because it's true.
Yeah.
Who owns the right of way? It's ACHD. It's not Garden City's land.
And ACHD would say, you can build sidewalks wherever you want, Garden City,
And
anytime you want.
both of the agencies would say, okay, great. How are we getting the money?
Right.
And
And it all comes down to money.
It all comes down to money. But then ultimately, I'd say, look, we got urban renewal now. The city is on the up and up. Let's really focus some of our energy. Let's get these groups together.
Well, and I think there's also, so to go back to money, because that's really the bigger issue. Garden City hopes to have someone else pay for it because they want to use their money the way they want to use it.
Right.
And sidewalks don't really give you any control of anything. And so I think that's the first catch. But we also have Urban Renewal, which is a separate agency from Garden City that has built some sidewalks, but pretty minimal in the big scheme. Most of their work has been on water and sewer infrastructure and things like that. But it is certainly the money is the big thing. And ACHD would say to you, the reason we're not using the money is because of the legislature. Right? There's a lot of pushback about using road money to do things other than roads. And, then that can be a whole bigger debate.
And again, I just go back to the point. If cities, just any city, if they don't stop and start prioritizing what are their main goals, that's like all of us. Sometimes we have to be really deliberate with how do we spend our time? How do we spend our money? Cities have to really understand what are they really trying to, what are their big whys?
But do you think sidewalks should be prioritized? Like, this is a great example. They haven't put in the sidewalks, and it's fine.
Sure, people walk in the street.
Like, in other words, if they didn't put in the sewer line
What's more
and
critical?
these couldn't be built, then there would be an actual effect. There would be a cause effect. But without putting in sidewalks, nobody's been run over right here.
Yeah, are we waiting for an issue to
Yeah,
happen first?
well, maybe.
The Luca apartments are right there. Like, how many people live there?
Yeah.
24
Well, there are sidewalks there, though.
Yeah.
At least on that one
But it's
section.
right there. I can see it. So people walk down in Roses all the time.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And
yes.
if I lived over here, I'd constantly get pushed for in Roses or the market. And
Well, and I do feel bad for people pushing strollers, right? They don't know where to go. This neighborhood is so kind of up and coming that people are exploring it oftentimes for the first time. And so that's pretty common. They come to Garden City, they're exploring it for the first time, they're curious, and they don't know where these, like, oh, stay on that side on that street, on this other side you're going to jog over, you're going to dodge the trash, you're going to watch out for dog poo. There's just a lot happening. And so I do think, again, soon sidewalks need to be a priority, especially as like this street is.
Yeah. Plus the Greenville access is right there.
Well, and I think that's why they're not, right? Because they probably won't financially benefit the neighborhood. They might increase some safety, but people aren't being deterred because it's unsafe, right? When there's an actual financial benefit, I think it then becomes more.
Then we get to the deeper, argument of quality of life versus, am I making money from this?
Yeah.
Well, and I mean,
It's like good food.
well,
I mean, escargot is, right, it's a delicacy.
well, but if you speak of
It's a
quality,
choice.
but even speaking to the quality of life, I mean, Boise probably has a pretty high, again, you'd have to look it up, but pretty high fatality rate for pedestrians based on what I see. I mean, more people are killed in car accidents and pedestrian interactions with vehicles in Boise than people are murdered, which is probably not the case for most cities.
Yeah.
Like if you went to Baton Rouge, I can guarantee you that way more people are murdered than killed by cars. Me, when I see like over by 38th Street in Chittenden, we had a fatality there, a person on a bicycle. When I see that, I go, well, we could do something about that. but we really don't seem to want to.
Right.
But maybe it's
This is so
because
Okay.
maybe it's the same way other people don't fix their murder problem,
Yeah.
right?
That was
Because
another great thing for my campaign was bike lanes, which are freaking expensive, but
Mhm.
had to be nice. You know, like,
But I think there's a lot of pushback when ACHD does it. So now sometimes I think they're done poorly because I think if you recall the State Street thing that the legislature then overrode them on for the bike lanes.
I don't remember this.
It was just this past year, I think.
Really?
Yeah. But I also thought it was dumb to propose to take up lanes of traffic there around the Capitol instead of just doing it in other places and not drawing attention to yourself.
Oh, well, again, this is all good dialogue that as the podcast continues, I'm sure we are going to keep having these conversations, keep really getting into what are you drinking, you know, and just sort of understanding that there's a lot of opinions. I can see Jones is going to have to be happy to not do another one.
Thank you guys so much for listening in today. Please remember to like, follow, and share, and comment below what you're drinking today.
Absolutely. Well said, Kelsey Marie. And we're happy to have more conversations and just figure out what your drink of choice is.
Bailey's and
thank you guys for
Well, it's very Irish.
tuning in
Irish
from.
and Mexican. You mix them together. What do you
Oh
get?
my god.
Thank you for tuning in from
Put some
downtown
tequila in your
Garden City.
Baileys.
You're gonna wear
Original town site, East End, East Cheese.
No, it's got to be quick. You have to have a quick
Thank
exit.
you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. We look forward.
You'd be like,
to...
"This is Hannah Ball. Put a shot of tequila in your coffee this morning."
Yeah.
Right?
This is Hannah Ball. I think we all know I drink hot tea, hot water in bed by 10 p.m. That is Hannah Ball.
That is Hannah Ball.
Yeah.
Diet Coke all the way for me.
Diet Coke until I go to caffeine-free tea. Signing off from Garden City. We can't wait to hear from you and look forward to future conversations.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
You're welcome.